guys, RetroGamingManiac here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the game Stinger for the NES. Really cool vertical and side-scrolling shooter, so let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so here we go, Stinger for the NES. Now this game originally came out in Japan in 1986 under the name Twin B. And then a year later in 1987 it came out in North America and it was renamed Stinger. And the story, there's not really much of a story for this game. So it starts out with this UFO coming down to the Konami headquarters and it kidnaps this old guy. And I guess it's your job to rescue him. When you first start the game, you're going to start off in a side-scrolling type shooter. But the cool thing about this game is every other level, it switches to like a vertical shooter. So like if you start off on a side-scrolling shooter, then the next level is going to be vertical. The controls for this game are pretty good. They're pretty simple as well. You move your spaceship around with the D-pad and use the B button to shoot across, and it also kind of lobs these ground bombs, I guess you would call them. And those ones that lob towards the ground are only good for, you know, land targets. They won't hit anything in the air. And usually on the ground you'll just have power-ups, and then sometimes in the further you get, you'll have some, some enemies on the ground that you can destroy. Now if you press the A button, he launches this heart in the air, and the heart can be used to kind of juggle these orange balls that are actually power-ups. And if you pick up the orange ball, when it's orange, all it does is give you points. But if you keep hitting it and juggling it over and over, it'll change colors, and depending on what color you get, it'll be like an upgrade. You get, different weapons and different power-ups and stuff. Now when you die, let's say you had a power-up and you die, if you can come back on screen fast enough and catch your ghost that's floating in the air, you can get your power-up back. And this game's pretty cool. The graphics are pretty decent. They're kind of fun. It's kind of a fun, quirky type game. And the music is my favorite thing about this game. It's got some great music. And there's a power-up you can get that makes you invincible, and the music just really picks up and sounds awesome. Now what you're about to see here is the level 1 boss. And the bosses in this game are pretty crazy. And that's another thing I was going to tell you about. The enemies in this game range from vegetables to fruits to clothes hangers to clothespins. Very weird. This boss here, as you can see, is a watermelon. The next boss is something similar. Very weird game, kind of a quirky game, but fun. I really do love this game. It's very fun to play. It's probably one of my favorite shooters on the NES. And as you can see here, we have Stage 2, and you can see it switched to a vertical shooter. And the controls are a little different when it's in a vertical shooter. B still shoots straight ahead, and it's still it doesn't lob a ground target anymore, a ground attack. To lob those, you press the A button, and as you can see here, we're pressing A, and it kind of just throws these little bombs at the ground. And it has crosshairs, so it shows you where they're going to land, so you can pick up power-ups or hit enemies on the ground. I find the vertical shooting levels to be a little more difficult, but they're just as fun. And like I said, the controls are slightly different. Let's take a look at the final boss of Stage 2. Now, right before each boss stage, you're going to have a lot of flashing lights. So if you're prone to seizures, I suggest looking away. But here we go. Here comes the Stage 2 boss. And I don't even know what that is. It's very weird looking. Maybe a sea creature of some sort. But depending on your power-up, a lot of these guys are pretty easy to beat. Now, if you don't have any power-ups, they can be pretty tough. So I beat that guy, but I had the double shot power-up, so. Next level is kind of like a pyramid level. Now this level I have a lot of trouble with. It's pretty hard. And I don't get much further than this. I have gotten further than this before, but you have air targets you're shooting at. You have some ground targets that shoot at you, and it's just a lot to keep track of. But that's pretty much it, guys. This is a great game, and it even has co-op, so that looks like somebody from the Charlie Brown series. Look at that. But it has a good co-op mode. It's a great shooter. It's very fun, kind of quirky. Not as serious as some of the other shooters. You can definitely tell this is a Japanese game. Look, we're getting attacked by shoes right now. and I don't know what those are. But this level you get attacked by clothes hangers, clothespins, there they are, shoes, all kind of craziness. But this game currently sells for less than $10. I got my copy for $5. And it's a great title to pick up, and maybe even a hidden gem. It didn't sell too well in the US for some reason, but it was a big hit in Japan under the name Twin B. And I am going to try to get me a couple of the Famicom cartridges of this and play the Twin B series, because so far I'm loving this game. That's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Alright guys, so that was my review of Stinger for the NES. A great game if you're into side-scrolling vertical shooters. Has great music, pretty cool graphics. It's very fun and quirky. Definitely very Japanese inspired. And if you enjoy this kind of game, go ahead and pick it up. It's a budget game, really. Less than $10. I got mine for $5. And it's pretty common, so go ahead and pick it up. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.